my property, so I've taken off my own mask because this is part of the family. But here again, 2 and 8 are with me because this is the 28th of September. And we are going to come walking down into my backyard, see the beautiful colors. And if you turn around, you'll see all the colors. Stefan, turn around and film the colors in the back, please. All right, look at the garden from up here. Beautiful colors. And over to the right, we're going to look at all of the design that's in here because it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful September day. If it had been raining, we wouldn't do this. Okay, so now let's see what we have here. What is this one? Oh, this is something you might like to eat. Any of you from the Middle East, you eat a lot of this. This is parsley. Look, it's growing. We've got a few that we need to pull out, like here. There we go. It's not particularly pretty any longer. It's past its prime, but you can eat the parsley. Look at this funny lady with her glasses. This was actually made, I had this made to kind of be my greeter when I have a party. And look up here, we have Mr. Lion with the water. He's a little waterfall to kind of greet people because you can hear the sound of the water. And over here now we have pansies hanging. They'll be here good for the fall. And then over here, the geraniums are still, look how beautiful they are. 3 colors that I put in like in June, and they're still doing beautiful. One of the things we can't figure out is why the geraniums in the back under the lion are not doing so well. They're getting almost the same sun, but for some reason they're not growing as well. So, we do get the helicopters. All right, this of course is something else you can eat. Anybody know what this is? I love the pattern here. Number 2 likes to see the pattern here because the leaves, this is basil. The leaves of the basil come in pairs. Look at this little tiny new ones right up here. 2 tiny little leaves. Here's 2, here's 2. It's all done on a symmetry of 2. Remember, we've seen that in many plants, but this smells. You can't get the smell through the video, but this smell is just fabulous. And you know, if you put basil on your pizza or you put basil with your mozzarella and tomato, you have an incredible, incredible salad. And people grow basil all over the world. There's Thai basil. It's used in a lot of Thai food. It is absolutely a fantastic, fantastic taste. Pesto, if you eat any pesto, you're using basil. Generally, the standard is with basil. Down here we have some Lazy Susans that are, this one's a little bit past its prime, but look at this little character in here. This is a little toy that I have in here. This is a butterfly, and you can tell it's a butterfly because the 2 antennae are curved. A moth, they're not curved. And look, we have spots, 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. The symmetry in butterfly wings and moth wings is beautiful. So this is the Lazy Susans going into the fall. They are also, there's no one complete one there. Let me see if I find one where it's here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe there's 12 little parts, but most of these are not complete anymore. They're past their prime. What do we have here? Oh my goodness. This is a triangle. This is the dinner bell with the stick. So if I take it off and ring it, that means time to come to dinner. That is a gift from my father, and he sent it to me many years ago. We just painted it yellow here during COVID time to give it a little fancier look. Down here we have some thyme and sage. These are more little things you can eat. You take the leaves, this is rosemary, thyme, and sage are all growing in here. They're all spices that people use in cooking, the same as you would probably eat on many days. The gardenia is really past its time here of blooming flowers because it's the end of September, and you can see the leaves are getting yellow, a little bit too much rain. But they are beautiful, still green leaves that are coming in. The baby leaves are always lighter colored, remember that? On all plants, well, most plants, there may be some that don't, but most plants, the newest leaves are lighter green, and the older ones become darker. Look at this one here, right up in the front here. This one's coming in a little group of 3. 3 little leaves, not 2. And this looks like it was a group of maybe 3 here also. So look at the patterns. They're really quite wonderful. These are all pointy at the end. This is just a mixture of lots of pretty flowers. This, you know, makes sound. So I need to really bring it out further because it runs into the wood, but this is actually a little noise maker with the wind chime, they're called. And over here we have Mr. Sun, bright yellow to cheer us up every day with yellow pansies on both sides. Now you could count, if we get a good picture of the sun, and I will post an actual picture, you can then count how many points there are on that sun with the 2 eyes, the 1 mouth. See the little dimples? Here, I'll point them out. See the little dimples? Number 2 will help me. 1 dimple and 1 dimple. That comes when you do what on your face? You make a smile. So you get these little dimples when you're smiling. Most people do. 2 eyes, 1 nose with the 2 parts, and then the center, just like a human face this is done. So that's Mr. Sun, the yellow. All right, look at this sculpture we have here. This is a bunch of forks and spoons. We put that usually on the table, but it's here. And notice each fork has how many, these are called tines. This is a usual fork. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 tines. And remember, this is a comb design where you then have only 3 holes in the middle. You have more than one of the holes to make the whole thing have an edge if it is like a comb. If it's a circle, remember you have the same number of marks as you have holes. So, and then we have some spoons here. This was an artist, and I painted this white this summer because it was getting rusty. So there you have, let's see how many forks there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 forks, and 1, 2, 3, 4 spoons, okay? So, but remember, the fork is a comb design, 4 tines, that's a word, and 3 holes in between each fork. All right, let's go up into here a little bit, and then we'll finish some more of the backyard tomorrow. So we have a fern up here, and it's doing very well still in this weather, even though it's hot, because it gets shaded by the tree. And we have more pansies, some reddish ones in the back, and more yellow and white here. These are the firs that will be here all year round. They're evergreens. That means they stay green. They're called evergreens. And we have, well, we can't see one under that plant anymore. It's covering it up. But there are 2, 4, 6, 8 all together in here because there's 2 in each pot. So you can do a little you can add them, or you can do some multiplication. Even though this one's different, you could call them firs. If we wanted to count only the ones that stand up, then this wouldn't get counted. So we'd only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you only wanted to count at the ones that you can actually see right away, there are only 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 you see right away. There are 8 altogether. And there are 7 that stand up, 6 that you see right away, because the one now is getting covered by that very, very, very huge leaf we've seen before. And I want to finish by saying, look, here's the turtles down, one of the turtles down below, looking ready for lunch. Remember the one time we tried, oh, here comes the big one too. All right, we'll come back and again try to see which food of the 2 types we give them they prefer. We'll do a little survey of the turtle food choices. All right, this is the numbers lady. I'll say goodbye now. All right, this was September 28 again, and we will be up on YouTube with the next chapter of Number Walks video book. All right, take care. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.